My name is Denver Little. That's my first joke. I don't know why my parents named me Denver. People ask me all the time, were you born in Denver? No. Did you grow up in Denver? No. Were you conceived in Denver? Gross. And Little, that's just the name my family stuck me with. And then God stuck me with 6'5" of irony. So I wore black tonight because I think it's slimming.
Ha.
I've seriously tried not to be so skinny, but we're like 3 blocks away from Missouri, and that state is like a Costco of meth, isn't it? What do you expect? But seriously, when people see how skinny I am, they just ask me, they're like, don't you eat? You should just eat more. Just eat more. Thing is, I eat all the time. I just have no idea, like, where it goes, how it fits. It's magic to me. Every time I down a large pizza solo, I just expect David Blaine to pop up from behind my couch. Go weigh yourself. You just lost a pound. Hey, you want to see me hover? Get the hell out of my living room. So I had to work today on a Sunday. God was pissed. But I work with a lot of foreigners at my job, and now some of you out there heard the word foreigners and immediately replaced it with the word Mexicans. And I say, don't be racist. Because there are people willing to steal American jobs from all over the world. And they are. They're from everywhere. They're from like Burma and Algeria and Mississippi. And if you don't think Mississippi isn't a foreign country, keep this in mind. Mississippi didn't officially make slavery illegal until 1995. That's a fact. Somebody could have owned Denzel Washington the same year he won an Oscar. That's how far behind Mississippi is. But it's weird working with people from all over the world because nobody speaks the same language. It's like the fucking Tower of Babel at that place. And so I've actually had to become bilingual. You know, I speak English for all my English speakers, and then I speak frantic screaming and charades for everybody else. And nobody prepares you how to do this. Nobody teaches you how to bridge that language barrier. So the first day, I'm just talking to everybody like we're all on the same plane of English. Just, hey, Habutama, is it? Go talk to Tina in payroll, okay? And I get this fearful, just woke up, don't know where I am stare. 5 minutes later, I'm yelling at this guy like an explorer that just found a native tribe. Just, you go talk to Tina in payroll. So advertising is out of control. Did you like that segue?
Yes.
Advertising is out of control. I saw a commercial, or I heard a commercial on the radio for the emergency room. I didn't think there was a whole lot of competition for that market. Did you guys? Like, who's that commercial for? The guy in the back of the ambulance bleeding out who just hears it on the radio? Take me there. I mean, what if the drivers just went to the first place they heard a commercial for? Just, can you imagine that? Yeah, can we get a Big Mac and a large fry and injured guy? You want anything? For God's sakes, I'm bleeding! Oh, right, and some extra napkins, please. Hey, speaking of that, my wife is about to divorce me over ketchup. Let me explain this. Alright, do you guys get ketchup with your McDonald's french fries?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people? Quit fucking with perfection. I never get ketchup with my McDonald's fries. Ever. Haven't my entire life. My wife always has, her entire life. But I'm always the one who's on the business end of the fast food transaction, and I never remember ketchup. Never. And after 5 years of this shit, she tells me, if you do not remember ketchup, we're getting a divorce. I don't know why she was so pissed off. Like, I had no idea. But the other day, my friend Vinny put it in perspective for me. He goes, during sex, you like a blowjob thrown in there? Yeah, sure. What if, for 5 years, she just forgot to do that. Now, every time I'm at McDonald's, blowjobs, can I get some ketchup, please? So I live around a lot of FOPs. For those of you who don't know, that's fucking old people. Don't awe. The rules of my neighborhood are actually that you have to be 55 or older to live there. Me and my wife just kind of, snuck in through a loophole. And we stand out in that neighborhood like me at a midget convention. Like it's... And you don't think they have conventions. They do. They do. They play mini golf and drive mini carts. They play umbrellas and their mini drinks from their mini bar. They're people too, they have conventions. But the thing I've noticed about old people is they have kind of this sweet old attitude, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime I tell my grandma about any health problem I have, she just goes, oh, you'll be fine, you're young. As if nothing bad has happened to anybody young ever. Like that makes me invincible. It's just, whoop, that was a terrible plane crash. Thank God I'm young. Like we should all be fighting crime. Just stop, fiend, or I'll vanquish you in my youth! But I've noticed it's either that little bit of attitude, or like a complete hatred of young culture. Like my grandpa's one of those. He once told me, all young people are just arrogant. They're just so arrogant. Now true, he may have a point considering that 80% of Facebook photos I see are this. It's me! Hey guys, look where I am, it's me! I'm gonna include a friend but not tag her because it's me! So maybe he has a point. I just have a problem hearing it from a member of the self-appointed greatest generation. That's a little bit of an arrogant title, don't you think? I mean, we came up with the iPod. What did you contribute? Oh, lead-based paint and asbestos. Thanks to those. He just thinks everything was better back in the day, People had manners, and business was honest, and politicians were noble. Now true, George W. Bush started a war with Iraq because they had oil, and he's a little bit racist. But in 1878, President Rutherford B. Hayes started a war with Chile because somebody dared him to. Bad politicians, but at least they have the mindset of a 5th grader. He double dogged me. What was I supposed to do? By the way, everybody back in the day talked exactly like this. Yes. But I love my generation. I really do love my generation because we have thought of some of the best shit ever. Let me give you an example. I love musicals. I always have. Always wanted to be in a musical, have no musical talent. So, something happened here. Hello? Okay, there, we're back on. So I love musicals. I always wanted to be in a musical. But I have no musical talent. None. All that I really have is I was once in the chorus of Oklahoma and I learned to do that thing. So, thank you. So, I have no musical talent, and that's why I was excited when my generation came up with the flash mob. A dream come true for me. I am not even kidding. In case you still think the internet is a fad, here's what a flash mob is. It's a group of people, they rehearse a song and a dance, then they go out to like a mall or an airport and just perform it. Do you know how freaking excited I was when I found out that people around me might just randomly break out in a song and dance? I've been hanging out at the mall for 5 days waiting for one of these things to break out. And if it ever does, I will be giddier than a gay guy at a sausage fest. Just, I'm in a musical! Hey, check out me and my troupe at chucklebuckets.com. You guys have been awesome. I've been there for a little.